Fuck. I'm pinning that. I'm pinning that. I'm pinning that. Just fuck you. Fuck you for guessing my brain. I let the phone fall onto my chest, staring at the ceiling. Ow! Goddamn bruises! I'm skipping double fuck and going straight to quintuple fuck my life. Try as I might to calm down, my mind is a swirling vortex of thoughts. Fang wants to talk about us tomorrow. I like how you've just moved on from your girlfriend having like serious issues with her mom. Like, I don't know, Anon. Shouldn't you be contrasting those two things? Ugh. I mean, to be fair, I do love those. I have seen like people who make like rooms inside of like, I think it's like manholes and stuff. They make rooms in these really tight spaces. I don't want to live in them because I like some space to stretch my legs and all that. But I love the cozy factor of those rooms. They're so cozy. I mean, I could never fit my laptop in a comfortable space and work, but I just like the cozy. Huh. The memory of this morning rattles around in my head. It feels like a week has gone by since I got out of bed. Between getting doxxed, having to tell Fang that I don't like her like that, and hearing about Rosa's mom in the hospital, I don't know which was worse. Yeah, it's been. I forgot. This is all like one day. Jesus, my man, you've been so busy. Take a load off. Just sit down. Just sit down. Get a little pat pats. What the fuck is snotty percent in Pizza Tower? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I need to know what this is. Where is it? Where is it? What is snotty percent? What is snot? Why is this category 27 minutes? What are the rules? Band stuff. Category rules. Here we go. Runs must show file select at the beginning of the run as the time starts when Peppino spawning in the tower entrance. And ends on the frame. The save icon appears after brutally murdering Snotty on the 4th floor? What? What? What do people have against Snotty? I guess it's one of those goofy meme categories people are talking about. I'm not cool enough to know about that. I mean, Anon, you have to choose. Do you want someone who can cook? Or do you want someone who has the fashion? I'm just saying, Anon. You can learn to cook. I imagine Anon learns to cook in the army. Just because it, gets him those brownie points, gets him more booze. Christ, maybe it was easier when I didn't have any friends. Rolling over, I managed to slide my phone onto my desk before curling up to sleep. Oh yeah, man, that's the vibe. Never had to deal with the stuff when I was alone. It was just me, my games, and 100 strangers I antagonized over the internet. But now, wasn't life supposed to be better with friends? With a friend, you can do anything you want. He said to himself out loud. Right, Jesus, what am I doing? God damn, I wish I was more familiar with this game, but I just haven't played base Snoot game in a while, so I don't know what these songs are. Just fuck me up, okay? I just want to play Snoot game again. If anything has been taught to me over the course of playing all these mods and stuff, is that very few people can really capture that lightning in a bottle. And what lightning it is, Archive of Our Own is doing another donation drive, and I missed an update on a thing I'm reading. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so bad. I mean, I haven't even finished No's story at that point. Who the this one guy is like uploading 100,000 fucking words, and I can't imagine it's great, Unless if it's your first fic, I don't know, man. High aims. Man, I have 2 pages of. Oh man, I feel so sad about. Listen, I don't like going to Archive of Our Own because there's like so many things that I'm like, man, these are so good. Why aren't they going more? Why aren't they doing more? And then I realize I'm part of that problem, aren't I? Because I also have like a bunch of stuff that hasn't really. Ah, shit. I hate it when something that's. Delete it works. Oh. I'm sad now. Just imagine me laying there, just like pushing Ant on the side, just shoving him over, going, Anon, please. I need to be sad now. Jesus fucking Christ, Anon. Just Safi, not Anon, Safi. Safi, get to fucking work and fix your. I think the like I said, I need to write something. I need something for NaNoWriMo. Just something to get me out of this fuzz I'm in. I don't know. I just feel so busy of late, and I don't have a lot of zest for the game. I mean, lightning can't strike twice. In fact, literally, in reality, lightning tends to strike the same place multiple times because of how lightning works. But I think the problem is that very few people who make stuff for Snoot Game understand Snoot Game properly. Like, you're talking about a Venn diagram, right? Like a little Euler diagram. You gotta like Snoot Game, so you gotta be one of the people who's willing to give it a chance. You gotta write fix or make mods. You gotta do that kind of stuff. You have to understand what the fuck the game is trying to say and internalize it. And you gotta be good enough to actually make it work. Like, the overlap is just very, very nasty. I recently got to writing again. It is staggering how awful my grammar is compared to my... Oh, man. Hey, listen. It's gonna make it all the better when you finally improve, because you got a long way to go. That means you got a lot of improvement to look at. Personally, I'm mostly struggling with, like, my high concept thinking. Like characters as themes, the meta-narrative, etc., etc. I'm stumbling into that, and it's making me feel very sad. Because I feel like I'm underselling the community. I feel like I could do better. And then I just get sad. And then I look at Amalgam High, and I'm like, I should just... And then I get stuck again. And I have no one to talk to about this. And it makes me sad. It's not great. It's not very good. Anyway. I'm sitting here feeling sorry for myself when the people I care about are going through actual problems. And I think getting absolutely fucked up and breaking your spine is an actual problem. Just saying. What kind of friend am I, even? Have I made the lives of any of my friends any better? Trish hates me for just existing. Although we're never defensive, fuck her. Rosa's mom is in the hospital, and Fang, well, she broke off with a best friend because of me, and what did I do for her? I shuttered her homes of anything between us. Was there anything ever? It was mostly in her head. Ugh. I can't help my friends. Fuck, I can't even help my girlfriend. No, you just caught what Rosa has. Let's get that out of there, quick. The sight of Rosa crying her eyes out about her mom made me want to throw up. That scene is way too short for how much emphasis it's getting. What am I supposed to do? Just being there for her doesn't feel like enough. Every time she looked at her phone today, I had to brace myself for the worst. What if the worst happens? Shit, I could barely handle losing a rock ring match to Reed. How am I supposed to handle Rosa losing her mom? I think he's referring to Trish. Because I think after the doxing, Fang usually breaks off with Trish in some fashion, or at least takes a break from the band or something. The next day, I managed to limp my way to school without too much trouble. I didn't have the heart to ask Rosa how her visit went yesterday. I think that's something I should discuss face to face. She seemed okay with the brief stint we texted this morning, though. I still feel like I should be doing more for her, though. God damn it. I feel like if I'm going to do the NaNoWriMo idea, right? Again, not the official one. I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want under the context of it. It should be one of two things. It should either be I put in one of my characters and slam him in there and just ship him one of the cast, or just have some fun with him. Or it's me doing the world building I want to do for the new verse. Because if that's going to be an original work, you can build it anytime. I got plenty of ground to cover with characters like Octave. There's... I guess there's Spears. He's also in a really weird spot when you look at his history. He also... No, he's born earlier, because he needs to be in his 40s for the Sebastian/Anon story. So he would already be 20 by the time the war ends, so he would have been growing up in that. Gosh. Mercifully, there's no cheers for my peers. Why does it sound so optimistic? No cheers for my peers. Then you throw some gang signs. Just like, what's his name again? The guy from the Pokemon game. From the Skulls, I think. I love the idea of dead gods, not in the sense that, hey, I killed something supernaturally strong, but in the sense if I killed it and it's still a god. It's still worshipped, prayers are answered, miracles are performed in its name, as it lies pierced by 1,000 swords, burning within a chemical fire, as it drifts through the vacuum, decapitated, bleeding, molten rock. In cosmic spite of being shot through each eye and hurled into a plasma reactor, it still radiates power of the divine in a way that primitive death cannot smother. The nature of a godchild is not so simple as to be tied to mortality, or anything being. That's what they say in Cthulhu, you bingus. Still, jeers from my peers sounds like a funny line. Like, haha, this is a good moment. But it's not. It's Anon, like, relieved. I have to make my way to my locker. Guess everyone's already forgotten about it. Still, it's probably best to avoid running in anyone today. Last thing I need is to get shoved into a locker or something. I mean, these lockers are not big enough for you. Anon, wait. Turning around, I can see Nasser working his way through the crowd, his stupid head fin making him look like the world's worst-dressed shark. Wait, isn't this a repeat of the scene in the game? It feels like it. Also, Nasser, holy shit, he exists. Hey, I need to talk to you. Something in his tone makes me tense up. What's up? Nasser gives me a quick look once over. I heard some asshole shoved you down the stairs yesterday. You okay, man? Nasser's smile looks forced, like he's trying to make a conversation for his sister's sake. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, someone did try to rearrange my skeleton for me, but it's nothing I can't handle. Don't worry about it. NTR route option? Don't worry about it. Glad to hear it. Hey, listen, Anon. There's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Fang. Suddenly very aware of the lack of anything to put between me and Nasser. Or in other words, between me and the brother of the chick whose heart a man may not have ripped out and stomped on yesterday. I tried to calm my nerves as Nasser continues. He wouldn't do anything rash, right? I want some Pringles. I just want some Pringles, okay? I feel like Pringles. But I can't. I can't eat. I need to focus on losing weight. 4 Pringles, that's 50 calories, okay? That's 50 calories. Can't talk that straight. I swear to Raptor Jesus if the scene leads to E1. I haven't made any choices, Scary Dave. I have no idea. She seems kind of down last night. She? I guess Nasser abandoned his attempts to follow Fang's passion for picking pronouns. That's a neat one. Again, it feels sassy when you do stuff like that, and it fit. Normally when she's had a shitty day, Fang takes it out on me. I'm reminded of the texts from Fang Nasser showed me on the first day. But yesterday, she seemed off. Also, because of how his eyes highlighted, it looks like he has a scar, because it matches the shading on the scar, just saying. Off how? Nasser half shrugs his shoulders. Well, for starters, she didn't eat not a single dino nugget. The dino nugget thing, right? What the fuck are you smoking? It is implied Fang likes them, yes, but it's not like a... Personally, this would work better if he's like, I made dino nuggies for her and she didn't eat them. That works better. This implies that they just ate dino nuggies. Like it's a thing they do all the fucking time. And he would know. It's better if he's like, I made dino nuggies for her and she didn't eat them. Or Mom made dino nuggies. You know, something that implies that it's not... Because it's so fucking weird, okay? They're dino nuggies. They're not something your mom just cooks. Listen, I like nuggies. I'm not slandering the delicious taste and quality of chicken nuggets. I'm not arguing that. I love popcorn chicken. I love chicken nuggets. I love chicken tenders. I love chicken burgers, especially with a little bit of crisp. But I'm just saying it's not something you just eat. It works better if... The reason it works better is if someone makes food for you because they care, it's like, oh, it hurts more. It's like, oh, Fang's mother specifically made this food for her and she declined it. That makes the moment work better. Again, it's fucking nuggets. And she didn't blast whatever she thinks past for music until 2 a.m. like she usually does. No music? From Fang? The thought of her without music is one my mind refuses to accept. That would be like a certain Turkish finger painting form without his usual desperate air of self-importance. Every meal Anon eats is Dino Nuggies mod. That is great. I have my Dino Nuggies shake and my Dino Nuggies sandwich. Actually, a Dino Nuggies sandwich does sound interesting. I mean, if you put potato chips on like a really soft sandwich, it adds a very nice bite. And the softness of the bread shields you from the... It's just, listen, just try it, okay? Get some nice crisps and put them on a bread. Trust me on this. It's better than you think. Although maybe it's because paprika-flavored chips just works well as like a condiment. Chips is a condiment. Just give me a swirly. Yeah, I should have just mentioned the music thing. I'm just yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's the best sleep I had in years, but the troubled Taro scrubs the back of his head. I'm impressed he can do that since the fin's on the way of half of it. Actually, he would have difficulty scratching that side. Seems annoying as hell. I don't think I've ever seen anyone this worried. I don't know. It was like nothing mattered to her anymore. Like Fang just finally gave up. I don't know if she was out of bed by the time I drove here. I tried asking her what was wrong, but she just told me I could shove it. Nasa's half laugh was hollow. I even tried asking Trish about it this morning, but you know how she can be. You mean she tried to stab you? She's very nice. Nasa rolls his eyes as if to say, hey, remember how Trish tried to ruin your life the other day? I think so. Nasa, listen. He perks up slightly. I think I know what might be up with Fang. Yeah, what? Well, oh boy, here we go. Just don't admit to it. Just don't mention it. Don't mention it, Anon. You are allowed not to tell him. Nasser is not relevant to this relationship. Just don't say it. Just don't say it. Oh no, not a love triangle. I mean, to be fair, that writing advice channel told me that love triangles are the key to success. Admittedly, the best way to do a love triangle is to have characters represent two sides of, like, themes, you know, so that they represent the greater meta plot. I'm just saying that's not really what's going on. Because both suck. Like, it would work better if Rosa was fine. Like, Rosa is the happy, no problems, no big issues. The dad doesn't want to kill you. The mother is fine. The relationship's okay. Do you want that? That kind of hollow almost? Like, there's nothing going on. You just get to live your life. Or do you want someone who's maybe worse off, but has something else to give you, you know? I'm just saying, you can make a plot out of that. But that's not just shipping Anon with Rosa, and it wouldn't work because these people just want to write a shipfic. And I'm thinking about, like, what you would do if you want to make a professional piece you want to sell to someone. I'm just saying, there are different priorities. I'm not saying it's bad, okay? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that different priorities and contexts lead to different kinds of how you conceptualize relationships. It's why love triangles and fics tend to feel terrible, because they're never about the fucking meta plot. They don't fit into the themes good enough to work. And the relationships aren't, like, contrasting in some way. You know what I mean? I felt nasty on everything that happened yesterday. Specifically what happened to me and Fang. How I ate Fang's dino nuggies right out of her hands. And while I wasn't too happy to hear that Fang had been having feelings for me, he was even less happy to learn that I turned her down. I guess it was hard enough for Nas to grasp that his sister could like a skinny like me. Learning that I said no seemed more than he could bear. Jacob versus Edward. Listen, I agree with the theory, the idea that was never going to happen. Edward was always going to be it. There was no fucking world in which it would have been Jacob. If only because, you know, Edward is white in the strictest possible sense. I don't know what to tell you, but, like, the way everything about that has been framed, it could never have been Jacob. They just played it up because it sells. It was never part of the plot, so that's why it feels like shit. Because it's not. It doesn't matter. And then isn't Jacob also the guy who, like, crushes on a fucking baby? Like, what the hell? You tell me that was supposed to be serious. The man crushes on a fucking baby. I guess it was hard enough for Nasa to grasp that his sister like a skinny like me. Learning that I said no seemed more than he could. Shouldn't that be, like, apostrophes because it's a quotation? I could visibly see Nasa's thought process as his mind worked out what I just told him. So, Fang likes... But that's... I mean, how would you... What the hell? You have the perfect image... Oh, this might have been before that, actually. He finally comes to his senses and hurries off, seemingly not even noticing that he shoulder checks me into the lockers. Son of a bitch! Several students nearby burst out laughing. Yeah, everyone laughed at the weeb. While I'm making sure I can still move my arm, my phone buzzes. Rosa, how are you doing, mi novio? No more injuries, I hope? Well, testing my shoulder doesn't elicit more than the usual amount of screaming pain, so I think we're good. Nothing major. Bueno. Listen, I feel terrible about what happened with Fang. They are going through a lot right now, and they could use a friend. Maybe we should do something for them, to lift their spirits. Yeah, it could be a good idea, yeah. I'm seeing Fang after school today. I can talk to them then. Gracias, mi novio. See you at lunch? Excuse me. Did Rosa just